Good day and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to teach you how to use Zapier. Now, Zapier has made a lot of people's lives quite easy. Basically what it is a no-code automation tool. It's very, very simple to use, and the more you use it, the better you will get at its processes. So let us begin. Once you've logged in, this is your page. Now you get a 14-day free trial, which allows you to use all of the paid features that they offer. Thereafter, it will be a price plan from $49 a month. So, to create a Zap, basically the process works by creating, on the left-hand side, you tap Create Zap. Basically what it does is it takes one piece of software and allows it to speak to another piece of software. Now, as you can see here, the trigger, which is the first piece of the process, is what allows the action to begin. So it then pushes onto the action, and that is how the process is completed. So I'm going to show you an example. They have over 5,000 apps that you can use. So I'm going to show you how you can connect two bits of software. First, we're going to jump into our Google Sheets, which is down over here. So let us use Google Sheets as the trigger. So the process is quite simple. It just takes you through each step. Now, if you're unsure about a step, you can gain information on this actual sheet here. So what it says is the first piece of your puzzle is Google Sheets. Now, you can obviously change that here, but this is where we want to be. The next thing is you need to choose an event. So what is it going to do? So there's a bunch of options here. It says new or update spreadsheet row, new or update spreadsheet row in Team Drive, or a new spreadsheet row, and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to say a new spreadsheet row. Now, basically, this means that when I enter new information onto a new row in a spreadsheet, something will happen, and we're going to set up what happens. So we tap new spreadsheet, and it'll open up the next part of the setup. From there, you'll have to choose your account that you are using, so your Google Sheet account, and there it is over there, and you can just say continue. Once you are into the next stage, it says here you have to choose your drive. Now, we can just tap my Google Drive, and if you've already set this up, then you can just tap my Google Drive. If you haven't set it up yet, it'll give you the option to sign in and set it up, which is very quick and very easy. All it is typing in your email address and your password, and it adds the account. Then we say continue. And basically what it does is it gives you the opportunity to test what is going to happen. So if you want to test it, you can, but you don't have to. You can skip the test. So what it says is we found a new spreadsheet, and it is this one over here. There we go. And then what it allows you to do is, if it is not the correct one, you can choose the correct one. It also gives you all the information on the spreadsheet itself. So there is everything you need to know about the actual spreadsheet itself. All right, and once you've gone through that, you can just say continue. Now, the next step is the action. So what is it that the next app is going to do when this trigger happens? So every time I enter new information onto a row, something needs to happen. What do we want? So we can jump into a number of different apps. We can go into Instagram. We can post whatever goes onto that line. We can convert from Google Sheets. We can throw it straight into Google Drive. We can throw it into Google Docs. Maybe it's an event and there is information on there that needs to go into the Google Calendar. What we're going to do is, for this example, we're going to jump into Gmail. Now, the second part of this is also relatively simple. That's the app over there, and you're going to choose what the app is going to do. So if you go down it will ask you to either add a label to email, create draft reply, create label, remove label from email, reply to email, and so forth, and it goes on. So what we're looking for here is send email. So the way I've set this up is my Google Sheet looks like this, and I've got names and I've got email addresses. Now what's going to happen is every time I enter a new name and a new email address, what I want is I want an email to be sent to that person. So we're going to say not reply to email, we're going to say send email. And then we can say continue. And that is the email address that it's going to be sent from, and you can change that too. We're going to just say continue. And once you've entered this page, you can now select who you get to send this to. So what we're going to do is, instead of sending it to the same email address, what we want is when this row is filled, we want to send an email address to the email address that gets entered into that row. So what we're going to do is we're going to just say email address, and we can move on to the next row. So we can send it to multiple columns or multiple rows. Then if you want to CC yourself, you can do so too. And we can just we can enter that in as well, and then you can have somebody else be CC'd. Then you get to choose who it comes from. Now it'll come from this email address, and then it'll ask you to enter a name that it is from. So you can say your own name, or you can say your company name, whatever the case may be there. Whoopsie. Okay. And then we can also get a reply to a separate email address. So let's say you are managing your email addresses where you have somebody else handling the replies. You can set that up like that. And then we can enter a subject there, and it just says, welcome new user. That's great. And then your body type. So then your body type is a plain body type. That's great. And then you can enter your actual body in there, and you can say, hi there. And you can also insert data here. So just do that. So if you say hi there, you can actually insert the person's name. So whoever's email address you're entering, and whoever's name it is, you can actually select the person's name, and you can just say their name. And then you can choose your signature. If you have your own little signature, you can add that onto the email, and you can choose where it goes into. You can also attach files onto your email. So if you need to maybe send price lists, or if you need to send promotional stuff, you can add that onto there automatically. And then we say continue. Now it'll show you a summary of everything that you've entered in there, and it's quite simple. All you basically do is you can have it tested again, or you can say skip test. I'm going to skip test for now, because that's how you set it up. And once it's set up, you can publish it, and then once it's published, it doesn't have to stay on all the time. So basically what happens is you have the option to switch it on or off. Now it's shown you that it is now on, and if we just go back here to our main page, you can actually see that all of your zaps are here. And then on the right hand side of the zap, you can toggle them on or off. So whatever the case may be, for whatever reason, let's say it's the holiday season and you don't want to send out emails anymore, you can just snap that off, and there it goes, off and on. Then you can of course edit your entire snap. If you need to change any details, you can just jump in there and change the details exactly the same way that you created the snap. Now, given that they have over 5,000 different apps that you can actually use, the possibilities are endless. I mean, if you have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a Twitter page, and you need to automatically upload on a daily basis, you can use AI to create those pieces of content, and then you can use this to automatically upload all of these things, and each action you can have trigger another action. So for example, if you're uploading photographs perhaps to a Google Drive like this, and every time you upload the photographs, they're automatically going to be posted to your Facebook page perhaps, and thereafter that action can reaction a repost onto your Instagram account, onto your Twitter account, or whatever the case may be. So whatever it is that you need to do with 5,000 apps, the possibilities are endless. You can automate all of your processes in a matter of minutes, and it take you about 10-15 minutes to set up the page, and then once it's done, it automatically does everything on its own. I think it's a fantastic tool, and the best part about it is that you don't need any coding skill or experience, which is great. So there you go. That is how you use Zapier. Go ahead, play around with it, have fun, and see how it can benefit you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.